Good morning. This is Jacob Melton here in the Southern Michigan Weather Center with your forecast update for Monday, November 25th, 2024. Taking a look at the satellite and radar from yesterday evening, you could see rain showers were beginning to move into the area, with even some snow ongoing to our north across portions of Wisconsin, into the Upper Peninsula, and even portions of the northern Lower Peninsula. I can say that for today we will be remaining rain throughout the day, and the rain showers will be the main story of the forecast as we start the new work week. Not expecting anything major out of it, no thunder or anything like that, just your nuisance light rain throughout the day. And this system will bring in cooler temperatures and potential snow behind it, especially after the holiday. I can say that the potential for impacts on the holiday itself is trending lower at this time, but we will discuss that later on in this forecast update. Taking a look now at our futurecast model. This is starting at 7 o'clock this morning, and as you can see, rain showers will be ongoing across the area at that time. Going throughout the day, the rain showers will continue. We'll stop here at 6 o'clock, for example. The rain showers will be ongoing. We are not expecting anything significant out of this, like I mentioned earlier, just your nuisance light rain throughout the day. Heading into the evening hours, we may see a little bit of a lull. We'll stop here at 11 o'clock. This computer model is projecting a little bit of a lull. And then as we go to like 3 a.m., you can see some of the blues and even a little bit of the pinkish colors popping up. There is a chance we could see some snow mix in on the backside of the system Tuesday morning. I am not expecting anything too major out of that, but just something to be aware of. You may see some snowflakes out and about Tuesday morning. Better chances based on this model will be north of the Interstate 96 corridor, continuing later on in the Tuesday. And this model run is trying to depict some potential lake effect showers. I'm not going to completely rule out the chance, but I think this model is overdoing it a little bit. But don't be surprised if you do see a snowflake or two Tuesday afternoon as well, especially closer to the lake you are. Again, not expecting anything major out of it if it does come to fruition, but keep the small chance of some snow Tuesday afternoon as well. And as we end that model run, again, just a small chance of a few lake effect snow showers, nothing major anticipated. Now we're going to go ahead and discuss the Thanksgiving snow potential. The latest update we do have on that is that while it's still a possibility, the chances of it being impactful, or as a matter of fact, it taking place, does appear lower based on some of the newer model data we've been getting in. In this graphic here, we put together some computer model solutions from a few of the major models that we use in forecasting. In this case, the American model, also known as the GFS, the European model, and the North American Mesoscale model, which we call shorthand the NAM. First off, starting with the GFS model, while it's not depicted in that particular frame, this model was overall faster with the system responsible, pushing it through really Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night. And it also had it as a weaker system, which a weaker system would drop less potential snow. If it even developed in the first place, it'd be less accumulation, and that would result really in little to any impact to Thanksgiving Day travel with the timing and it being a weaker system. It would also result in a mainly dry Thanksgiving Day with maybe some chances of light lake effect, but the lake effect really does not go into high gear until after the Thanksgiving holiday. So The GFS would really result in a mainly dry Thanksgiving Day, probably with mostly cloudy skies. Taking a look now at the European model solution, I will say this model has been the most bullish on the snow potential for Thanksgiving Day. But even then, it's not looking like a major system locally. Light snow will be possible Wednesday night and early Thanksgiving morning, and minor accumulations would be possible if we do see the snow. And that would especially be true for our southern areas. So think areas like Jackson, Hillsdale, Adrian, Detroit, and any areas around those communities, you may see some minor accumulations. And that may result in maybe some minor travel impacts to those of you that would be traveling on Thanksgiving morning. Again, this would not be a major system locally, but just still a possibility we do want to mention here, cover all of our bases. Moving on to the North American model, the timing of the system is similar to the European model, but it keeps the majority of the precipitation south of the state line, like in Indiana and Ohio, and the portions of Illinois. I will say some light precipitation possible near the state line, but I think most of the accumulating stuff would stay south in the Indiana and Ohio. And again, locally, this would mean little impact to those of you traveling on Thanksgiving Day. But if you're heading south, just be aware of that. Maybe some minor travel issues with the snow ongoing Thanksgiving morning. And while it's not mentioned on this particular graphic, some of the other models we were looking at, such as the Canadian model, which is the GDPS and the RDPS, and the German model, which is the ICON, generally agreed with the GFS solution. So overall, while we are still watching the potential for snow on Thanksgiving morning, the chances of that overall look low, and if we do see snow, the chance of it really being impactful would be relatively low, but just still something to keep an eye on, and that we will continue to keep an eye on here, as there's been a lot of interest in it for holiday travel plans. Taking a look now at the next 7 days, again, rain showers for today as we start the new work week. Temperatures will remain seasonably mild in the upper 40s to lower 50s. Excuse me. And that will be the last of the seasonably warm temperatures, as beginning tonight and into Tuesday, the colder air will be filtering into the area on the backside of the system. Tuesday morning, we could be looking at some rain and snow showers, especially to the north. And there's a small chance we could be seeing some lake effect snow showers during the afternoon. Not expecting anything major out of that, but just something to mention. Going towards Wednesday, we will be looking at some rain and snow shower chances, especially later in the day and towards Wednesday night. For Thanksgiving, we do have the mention, although it's a low chance, we will keep the mention of potentially some snow showers in the morning, especially the further south you are. And some guidance is showing the chance of some lake effect during the afternoon and evening hours. I am keeping that as a low chance at this time, but we will be keeping an eye on that, monitor for forecast updates. And as we head into the post-holiday weekend, as the colder air continues to filter in, we will be seeing increased lake effect snow shower chances as you do your Black Friday shopping. Possibly a little bit of a lull on Saturday, but that could change, so monitor for updates with increased potential for lake effect heading into Sunday and then beyond as we head into the following week. And again, the colder air will be sticking around for a while with increased lake effect snow potential. This is Jacob Melton here in the Southern Michigan Weather Center, wishing you a great Monday.